As Sarah rounded the corner, her foot caught the edge of the curb, and time seemed to freeze. For a brief, terrible moment, she was airborne, her body twisting in an unnatural arc. The next thing she knew, the ground rushed up to meet her, her ankle slamming into the pavement with a sickening crunch. The pain exploded through her like fire, sharp and unrelenting. She gasped for breath, her body trembling. Her world tilted, everything spinning into a haze of panic and confusion. For a moment, she didn't even understand what had happened. She looked down at her leg, but the sight was too much to process. The angle at which her foot turned was impossible. It wasn't just pain, it was wrong, grotesque, like her body had betrayed her. She struggled to push herself upright, her hand pressed against the wet ground, but her leg wouldn't move the way it should. Tears burned her eyes, mixing with the rain that had started to fall more heavily. The reality of it all began to settle over her like a suffocating weight. Her heart pounded in her chest, and her breath came in ragged gasps. She could hear her mother's voice in her head, telling her to stay calm, to never give up. But how could she stay calm when everything she had worked for seemed to be slipping away with every agonizing throb of pain? It was only when the ambulance arrived that she realized just how serious it was. The paramedics tried to comfort her, but the words felt distant and hollow. She wasn't listening anymore. She was already inside her own head, already imagining how her life was about to change. The hospital room was sterile, cold. Sarah lay in a bed, her leg elevated, a thick cast wrapped around her foot and ankle. The injury wasn't just a fracture, it was a break, the kind that would take months to heal. Maybe longer. And even then, the doctors weren't hopeful. Ballet was not a forgiving art. The delicate precision, the agility required. Sarah's ankle, even once healed, might never allow her to move the way she used to. Her mother sat beside her, holding her hand.